Hello, friends, and welcome to today's episode. In a wild rage, he walked over to his neighbors. They have no right to hurt him in this way. He owned it, and they had no right to touch it. He right away called his lawyer. He knew what they had done after that. He couldn't beat them because they beat him at his own game. People in their 80s who lived in a very hilly part of Canada had to make their path go downhill to get to their house. A straight road would have been too steep and against the rules for building in that area. The land in the area made it easy to find workarounds like this, and the town had a lot of skilled planners who knew how to make the roads look great. One new homeowner, though, chose to do things his own way. The empty lot next door had just been sold, but the old couple hadn't met the new owner yet and didn't know what he was going to do with the land. There was no knock on the door or friendly wave from the front door, though. The nice couple met the landlord in the most neighborly way possible. When the couple got home one day, they saw big machines on their land. The new house was already being built, and as a cheap and quick fix for the slope problems, the workers were cutting into the couple's own land. The old man asked one of the workers if he could talk to the owner because he thought it might have all been an honest mistake. But the worker's answer made things even worse. The lost building worker said he didn't know where the owner was but would give them his number. The old man called the number when he went back inside to use the phone. But the land conflict didn't get better. Instead, it got much messy very quickly. That pair just didn't know what to do. The new owner denied that the road was being built on the land of his neighbors and said he was going to keep building the way he wanted to before hanging up quickly. As soon as the family friend heard the story, they laughed. He saw a very easy way to succeed that would quickly change things in their favor. With just a quick glance at the property lines, it was clear that the couple was right. It was clear that their new neighbor didn't want to talk to the couple, so the family friend's plan was carried out. When the building workers got to work the next morning, they called their boss right away. He finally showed his face pretty quickly. Taking the building company to court would have cost a lot of money and not helped much since the damage to their land was already done. They didn't feel bad about what they did because they saw how mad this quick fix made their rude neighbor. That made him very angry, and there was nothing he could do. The haughty owner yelled at the building workers, and the old couple watched as he walked over to their door and banged on it. He ran away a few times to talk to his lawyer, but the talk made him even more angry. The rude real estate developer had no choice but to talk to the couple about his plans. A friend of the old couple had put his car across the part of the new road that had been cut into their land. This made it impossible for the workers to get their tools down to where they needed to go. Since the neighbor had no other choice, he asked the old couple to talk to his lawyer about how to solve their problem. After a short talk, the old couple and their new neighbor agreed to pay the new neighbor a lot of money to officially build the road on their land. In the end, the extra story wasn't very useful to them. If he had asked them nicely, they would have gladly given up their right to the property for free. As a thank you, the couple gave their smart friend more cases of beer than he could possibly drink. It was more than enough to keep him over the legal drinking limit, which meant he couldn't drive until the settlement was paid. If these problems happen, should they be dealt with by the law, or is it sometimes best to break the law yourself? That's it for today, friends. Please let us know what you think about this story. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon for more amazing stories.